Okay, today I'm going to explain what is accounting. Right? You have joined accounting course. Some important terms that we use in this accounting we should know. And what accounting is, this is the language of business. Any business we do some transactions in the business. We talk to the people. We see some balances are there, right? So this is the language of business. One language is required to communicate with the people. The communication will be established only and only if you know at least one language. In accounting, so accounting is what? Accounting is the language of business. As we learn to communicate with each other, any language, there may be some rules, there may be some alphabets. So we learn step by step. So in this case, if we want to learn this language, accounting as a language of business, definitely we will have to learn some accounting terms. So what is language of business? Before that, just I'm going to explain what accounting is. Look at this screen in front of you. Accounting is art of recording all the business dealings in a systematic way in the set of accounts books for the particular period to know the profitability of the business in the form of a profit and loss account, and to know the financial position of the concern in the form of balance sheet. There are some important words, some keywords you can see in yellow. I highlighted with the yellow color. These are the keywords, and I'm going to elaborate it. Accounting is art of recording. So first of all, this is the art of recording. Recording of what record? The recording of something. Recording of all the business dealing. Recording of all business dealing means we are not going to record our personal dealings. Like we go to shopping and just we have our personal assets which are different from the business assets. The personal assets we have, we are not going to record here. The personally that we are meeting with the people and spending money and getting money, that we are not going to record. But we definitely will record all the business dealings. So what are the business dealings? In the business dealing, we purchase, we sell, we make some expenses, we earn some income. So all these are the business dealings. We go to bank and deposit money. This is also a business dealing. We withdraw money from the bank is also business dealing. Rent of the building where we are paying to the landlord is also business dealing. Okay, so we want to record all these business dealing not on a simple paper in like number 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, but in a systematic way because this is the art. In the set of accounts book, there may be some accounts books, maybe computerized, maybe manual books, maybe in the form of QuickBooks software, maybe in form of other accounting software for the particular period. Here, the period says accounting period, financial period, fiscal period, all are same thing. That start from the 1st of January to 31st of December. Let's say the last year 2021, 1st of January 2021 to 31st of December 2021, 12-year period. Why we record all the business dealing in a systematic way for the particular period? The purpose is to know whether our organization has earned profit or not. Means to know the profitability of the business. So profitability of the business can be known in the form of profit and loss account. And not only the profit or loss that we want to know, we also want to know what is the health of the company. So health of the company can be recognized when we have a financial position, when we want to know the financial position, and when we have a balance sheet. To know the financial position of the organization in the form of balance sheet. So it means two things are important. Number one, the profitability in the form of profit and loss account, and financial position in the form of balance sheet. These two things that we should know. So that's why we record all the business dealings. That's why the accounting is here. Accounting is the information system that measures business financial activities. Also processes that information that we have collected into reports. And the reports we use to communicate with the outsider and insider as well, so that they can take decisions. So that's why this is called the language of business. Like other language, like English, French, Punjabi, Italian, number of languages are there. Better you understand the language, better you will be able to communicate with the people. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. Just hit and trial or some guess, but not exactly. So better you understand the language. The language mean here the language of business in accounting. The better your decisions will be, and better you can manage your financial information. This is accounting. We want to know the financial statements. We go to bank, we say, I want to know my bank statement. So what bank statement will say? The bank statement will say, okay, that you have deposited this much amount and withdrawn this much amount. Your debit balance is this one, your credit balance is this one. Some of your friends have deposited money in your account and you have received a gift. And these are some of the expenses list we can see from your credit card, MasterCard, and that you have paid your bills, MasterCard bills, or you have transfer from your checking account to your MasterCard, means credit card, these amounts in these particular days. So that is the bank statement. But here we are talking about the financial statement. Bank statement is just a small part of this. So financial, what are the financial statements that we will be discussing in next upcoming chapters? So what financial statement, you have a little bit idea. Profit and loss count and balance sheet, these are the two financial statements. Apart from that, there are one or two more financial statements. We will do that. The financial statement, once we have in front of us, it will help you to answer some of the questions. Is my business making a profit? Should I hire more staff? Who owes me money? Am I earning enough? Am I earning enough money to expand my business? Some of the questions that can be answered easily once we have financial statements ready. Sometime we heard some words. What is bookkeeping and what is accounting? Sometimes we get confused, like bookkeeping is what and accounting is what. So bookkeeping is just a recording of all the invoices, and accounting is that provides the financial information inside. Like like here, the bookkeeping is a transactional and administrative role that handles the day-to-day task. The task of recording financial transactions, including purchases, receipts, sales, and payments. This is a bookkeeping. Keeping of books up to date. That's it. It's a bookkeeping. Very simple. Accounting is a little different, but the base is bookkeeping. Accounting is more subjective, that providing business owners with a financial insight based on the information that we have collected, we have taken from the bookkeeping data. In bookkeeping, we record all the transactions. Like in accounting, what we do, we take some inside picture based on the information collected. That is accounting. Users of accounting information. We have accounting information. We have collected and recorded accounting information. Who are the main users of accounting informations? There are some internal users and external users. So internal users, we have owners, managers, employees. They're working inside. But external users are the people outside the business world who use this accounting information. For example, suppliers who provide and send goods, means from where we buy some products, some goods, commodities. Product, goods, commodities, items are the same thing, like synonyms that I'm using. Customers are also interested. If the supplier are interested to know our financial positions, they want to know, okay, we have supplied these items to Mr. This one under XYZ company. I want to see like this company is okay, fine, working. It's not going to be bankrupt, have sufficient funds, health of the company is good. So that's the reason the suppliers want to know about our company. Customers also want to know. Tax authorities want to know. They want to know if the company is earning enough money. The tax authority will say this will be good for the tax authority, for CRA, Canada Revenue Agency. If one's organization is earning a very good amount of profit, so definitely the tax will be from the profit. Tax authority is also external user to know the health of the company. So in this case, the tax authority is also earning. No doubt whatever they are earning, they are spending again in the welfare of the society, in making the transportation effective, free education, medical facility, number of things they are providing. But the tax will be collected on the basis of the profit. And the profit, how we will calculate? Once we have accounting system, once we have recorded all the transaction in a systematic way, tax authority is not going to ask, okay, after 1 month they are going to send email, okay, just give me whatever that you have profit, give me 20% of that. No, not at all. So that's why in the definition it is written, specifically written, for the particular period. And everyone is aware about this. Once the profit is generated, there is a time period before, like 28th of this February, each and every employer have to give their T4 form to their employees so that they can file their income tax return. If the person is having income other than from the employer income, from the employment, they have to add in their personal income and show to the CRA for the taxation purpose. Investors are also very much interested. Interested in what? Interested in accounting information. Whether this company's health is okay, we want to invest, otherwise not. Potential investors. They are not an investor, but a potential investor. In future, to be investors, right? They are going to be investors if on the condition, if the health of the company is good. Everybody want to like shake hand with the healthy people, mostly means the rich people. But here the potential investors, they are thinking that the health of the company is okay, company is earning enough profit. If it is earning much profit, then definitely we are interested to buy share of the company, we want to invest in that. These are the external users. I just have explained the users of accounting information. So now, once again, the definition is in front of you. About the first, the definition I explained, the same thing. The financial accounting is the process of recording, summarizing, and reporting a company's business transaction through financial statements. So, what are the financial statements? This is in front of you. These financial statements are income statement, the balance sheet, the cash flow statement, and the statement of retained earning. I will be discussing these financial statements in detail, one by one, in the later session. So, what are the main functions of financial accounting we have? The purpose of financial accounting is to prepare financial reports. Like one of from you said, like this is for a summary, summarizing of something. Yeah, this is right. The financial reports, if someone is going to send a report, it means someone is going to send a summary of that, which will provide information about a company's performance to the external parties, maybe investor, creditor, tax authorities. Just like in a hospital, if a doctor diagnoses some of the problem in the patient and ask patient, like it will take around 1 or 2 days, maybe 24 hours to 48 hours to generate your health report, and definitely we will send this report to you once it is cleared, once it is prepared. Report. Here is a health report, tells about all the information internally after the blood test, how much that hemoglobin you have, what are the lipo profile, and what are like creatinines and diabetes level, and many more information, vitamin, minerals, deficiency of iron or something like that. By looking at the report, the doctor can explain you, or some of the like patients, they know this is the limit in which this blood sugar level is okay, below and above is not fine. Means that is what, that is the interpretation of the report, medical report that you have. In that case, you no need to go to doctor and say. But if you want to get cured, you need medication. Same is the case here. The financial reporting. To prepare the financial reports that provide information about the firm performance to external parties such as investors, creditors, tax authorities. This is the main function of financial accounting. There is a one more accounting term. Sometime you may hear, oh, there is some management accounting is also there. What is that management accounting? Financial accounting we understood. Okay, so this is regarding preparing of financial statement, profit and loss account, balance sheet. These are our assets. These are our liabilities. We know because like reports are generated. We know according to the reports, this is the health of the company and where the company is going, going upward or downward, and what we should do, we should think about it. But what is management accounting? Management accounting is different from financial accounting. So management accounting helps the managers within the company to make decisions. Financial accounting is for the outsider of the company, for the taxation authority, for the investor, for the banker, for the suppliers, for the customers. Management accounting is for the inside, how to manage people. That is the management accounting, which helps the manager within the organization to make some critical decisions. This is the process of identifying, analyzing, interpreting, and communicating the information. Information is there. This is what management accounting is, the process of identifying, analyzing, interpreting, and communicating the information to managers to help achieve business goals. For example, for internal decision makers, what may be the decision for the management? Management accounting helps the managers, the owner of the business, what price should be set for our product in order to make the most money. Price should be this one, or price should be little up or lower. This kind of decision that comes under the management accounting. But it will be based on the sale of last year. Last year's sale was this because the product price was this. Now the product price should be like this so that we can boost our sale according to the information we have collected from the market. How much of a raise can we afford to give our employees? It means salary increase. Whether this is the right time to increase salary, do we have sufficient fund? So based on that, should we increase or not? That is a management decision. Here your supplier, your customer, your CRA will not say, hello, how many employees do you have? 5 employees? What is the salary of your employees? Are you giving incentive to them? Should you not increase the salaries of your employees? They are working very hard, you should do this. No, CRA will not say. Your customer, your suppliers, your investor, potential investment, they are not going to say anything. Manager, owner of the business will take decisions. Management accounting. We have different kind of organization. Mostly, the organization are divided into three types: sole proprietorship, partnership, and corporation. The first one is the sole proprietorship. The sole, it is clear from the name itself. Sole means one owner. When there is a one owner, so what we say, the business organization owned by one person. The owner is personally liable for all debts of the business. Now this is clear, this is one owner. But what is this? The personally liable for all debts of the business, that I am not going to understand if somebody say like this. The owner is personally liable, personally word I'm using here, for all the debts of the business. So I am using personally and I am also using business. But personally liable for all debts of the business means if in case under sole proprietorship there is a big debt arises, maybe of any reason, loss or something. We have taken loan from bank or from financial institute or from somewhere. We have purchased some of the goods on credit from our suppliers, but business has shut down. We have all the products, all the material with us, but it is not going to sell. The sale is our the sale is less, and due to some reason that I need to close my business. And what will happen at that time? I need to pay off all the debts. If I say I need to pay all my debts, but I don't have money, then our supplier will say, okay, no problem if you don't have money, and we are not going to ask you. Okay, then thank you very much. No. He will say, if you don't have money in your business, do you have your personal car, your home, your jewelry? Sell your personal car, jewelry, and everything, and we will get our money back. If you are not going to give us, we go to court. So this happens under the sole proprietorship when the owner is personally liable for all debts of the business. But in case of partnership, it is same. But in partnership, there are more than two people. Everything is same. But in case of corporation, this is something else. Corporation is a separate legal entity. Owner of the corporation is known as shareholders, but the owner of the corporation are not personally responsible for debts of the corporation. It will be responsible equal to the amount of the share they have bought. Owner may be one owner. If, for example, I have opened my corporation and I am 100% owner of the business, I have 100% share of my own corporation. I issue some of the share in the market and 10% of the share, total share, they have bought by the outsider people. I am having 90% share of my corporation. They have 10% shares of my company. It means their 10% shareholders will be responsible for their number of shares they hold. I will be responsible for 90%. But my personal property, my jewelry of my wife, my personal car, I will not sell anything if something happened wrong. So this is the beauty of corporation. In Canada, most of the people they would like to prefer corporation, but it depends if your company is growing very fast and big company, it will be okay, good. It depends on the person to person how they want to do and kind of business. So this is the different kind of organization. This is the same thing, but in this form, we have proprietorship, partnership, and corporation. In case of proprietorship, owner is one. In case of partnership, at least two or more. In case of corporation, one is okay. One or many owners, no problem. But life of the organization, in case of a proprietorship, is limited. If the owner died, company is no more. In partnership, any one of the partner from the four, for example, one, two, three, four partner, Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C, Mr. D, Mr. A died, partnership dissolved. Again, new partnership they will form like rest of the three. That is the new partnership. Deed will be prepared. But once one is died, partnership will be dissolved. Corporation, there is no any question of dissolution, indefinite time period. In case of a proprietorship, owner is personally liable. In partnership, partners are personally liable, but in case of corporation, shareholder are not personally liable. Personally means their personal car, property, jewelry, money, bank matters. They're personal. In case of corporation, no personal liability. What is the legal status in case of proprietorship? The owner and the business are not legally separate. Not legally separate. They are one. In partnership, they are one. But in corporation, separate. Separate from the shareholder. The legal status is different. It will be clear when we'll talk about the taxation. In case of a proprietorship, the owners pays tax on the proprietorship's earning. Means whatever the profit they have earned, they will pay tax on that. And if the owner is having some other income from other resources like rental income from the investment or cash they have given to someone, maybe to bank or some other private institute, and earning a rate of interest means interest income, share income, other salaries income if working some other way, other organization apart from running its own business. All income will be clubbed together in case of proprietor. All income will be clubbed together in case of a partnership for the different partners. But in case of corporation, two income tax return have to file. I am owner of my corporation. I have to file my personal income tax return separately and my corporation income tax return separately. It's artificial person. Corporation in case of under the eye of CRA is artificial person. Like me, I am not artificial, but that is artificial. For example, separate taxable entity. The corporation pays tax on its earning and personal earning. The income tax return will be filed for the person like who is running the business.